with me. Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Tope. You might be wondering why I have two pictures there. If you want to see me when I'm serious, I'm on the right. When I'm playful, I'm on the left. So that's why I have that. Thank you very much. Just to make it. Yeah, so how many of you know about this? Um, this is COVID. And one thing this thing did to the human nature is that it made us realize that work can actually be decentralized. It brought us to a full stop that I don't have to go to the office every day. It brought us to a full stop that I can create while somebody's in China and I'm also in Nigeria. That's what the COVID came to stamp. Beyond the other things it did, pumping of money into the ecosystem, COVID did that for us. And one thing the pandemic did was to ensure decentralization, of work, talents, and innovation. So understanding decentralization in work context. Decentralization can be discussed in so many concepts, but let's use work because I'm really here for that. In the workplace, decentralization refers to the dispersal of decision-making, authority, work processes, and resources away from a central authority or a physical location. I'm so particular about the physical location. Now, what are the types, of this decentralization? We have the geographical, the organizational, and also the technological decentralization. Don't mind me, I'm sounding like it's academics, but don't worry, I'm going to be done very soon. For geographical, obviously, breaking down of location barrier, allowing individuals to work remotely from various locations, fostering a global talent pool. Many of us don't know, one of the reasons why Nigeria came up in the map of It's Global was because of the pandemic. During the pandemic, there was an hackathon, and the guy from Layer 2, actually, he mentioned the people who came from ETH Global for the Layer 2 meetup. One of them, who was the one in charge of the dispersal of the bounties, said he observed in 2020 that a lot of developers were coming from Nigeria. And without the pandemic, that wouldn't have been observed. So remember where I'm coming from. The pandemic ensured decentralization. And that decentralization brought about this kind of geographical decentralization. The next one is organizational decentralization. It pertains to the distribution, distribution of decision-making power. We know about that. Technological decentralization, very, very important, because decentralization, came with the technology. This aspect is driven by distributed ledger technologies like blockchain. We all know that blockchain is just a type of DLT. We have Coda, we have IOTA, there are other DLTs, which removes the need for intermediary central power. It enhances security, transparency, trustless, and collaboration in various business processes. So what are the factors that are driving decentralization? Number one, technological advancement. Number two, remote work trends. COVID-19 is that. Number three, globalization and diverse talent. And that's so important also to Tech Fiesta. Globalization demands access to diverse skill sets from around the world. Many of us don't know, when I was in Europe in February for the European Blockchain Convention, and whenever I'm talking to them and I say I'm from Lagos, they're like, wow, there are great front-end engineers from Lagos and great Solidity developers from Lagos. And that is because of decentralization. Also, one of the factors is the cost and resources efficiency. Agility and innovation, I don't want to bore us. Employee preference and work-life balance. I still believe, as regards the work-life balance, there's a trilemma for everyone working remotely. And the trilemma is that you are fighting between your work-life balance, earning, and also learning. Many people jump into the Web3 space, you start earning, then you become obsolete. You don't evolve. So it's a trilemma for everyone working remotely in the globalized world. Now, connecting talents to the decentralized work landscape, I want to talk about hackathon. Now, what's an hackathon basically? It's an event typically held over a concentrated period of time where individuals with different skills come together to collaborate and also provide solutions to a specific challenge. So when it comes to hackathon, I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, hackathon is only for developers. I dare to say that is very wrong. On Tech Fiesta, typically we have the front-end guys, the back-end guys, product designers, people who are going to be marketing, and maybe someone that's going to be presenting for them. Do you understand? So that's what an hackathon is. It is an hands-on creative dynamic environment where participants work to build innovative solutions. As a talent now, how does hackathon help you? How does hackathon help you to tap into that global decentralized workplace that I mentioned earlier? One thing it does is that it gives you hands-on learning, real world problem solving, exposure to emerging technologies, networking. I wouldn't have been able to work with some people who I worked with if not for hackathon. I have a friend in France, I have someone in China. And how did we come together? Through hackathon. We're hacking. I remember we're hacking on dev posts. We're creating an escrow for funding people projects where you can just come and, whatever project you like, just buy the NFT and you fund the project. How do I meet those people? Through hackathon. And hackathons ensured that we work in a decentralized manner. So collaboration and teamwork, skill enhancement, mentorship and learning, project showcasing, pathway to employment, resume enhancement. I can say a lot back and forth. The current DevRel lead for Cello Africa DAO, I met her in 2021. We did an hackathon together, and our journey has been from hackathon to hackathon to now getting a job as the lead DevRel for Cello. Do you understand? So as a developer, as a non-technical person, hackathons are a way to build your resume. Don't play with it. You might not win. I think because we're African, we are so much attached to winning. Fine, it's good to get results, but you might not win. But that adds to your portfolio. You can say, oh yeah, I was part of this. I did this. I know about this. I documented this. So now, let's talk about how can we now tap into hackathons. You do that through hackathon platforms. So I'll be listing 3 hackathons platform here. We have Gitcoin. Thank God Gitcoin spoke before before I came on board. DevPost and now Tech Fiesta. And I'm here for Tech Fiesta. Sorry for that bias. So what's Tech Fiesta? Like I said, I'll reiterate again. Tech Fiesta is an online blockchain-powered hackathon platform where we pay developers in stable coins. Hackathons are hosted in stable coins and developers are paid in stable coins. Remember, one of the core values of the blockchain, is decentralization, security, and scalability. Yeah, trilemmas. So we are trying to, decentralize hacking and make sure anybody from any part of the world, including emerging countries, Africa, can tap in. There are some hackathons that you cannot engage if you're from Africa. How many of us know about that? How many of us, especially if they are US-based hackathon platform? If you are from Nigeria, you might have restrictions. But with platform like Tech Fiesta, all you have to do is just go there, connect your wallet, and hack. Recently, we concluded the Cello Africa DAO times Bonds hackathon, where the bounties were $5,000 in $5,000 USDC. And 5 projects, won 2,000, 1,000, I think 250, 250. And how did these guys do? They just went to Tech Fiesta, www.techfiesta.dev, and connected their wallet, read the problem statement, provide a solution. And we don't just give you, the projects to work on. We ensure that during the hackathon, there are workshops that can help you to understand the stacks. Because for every hackathon, everyone should listen to this. For every hackathon, there are different stacks. So if I'm building for human protocol, it's different for building for Gnosis chain. Gnosis chain might be particular about using their chain for your NFT rather than using Ethereum. So you don't want to confuse, you want to know what you're actually building. And that's why we do these workshops while having this hackathon. So Tech Fiesta, like I said, this is just a brief. It's an hackathon platform built on blockchain technology. The reason is to enable developers and hackers to build innovative projects and stand a chance to work with the biggest name in the industry. Right about now, we have hosted 3 hackathons with Human Protocol. Human Protocol is an organization in Dubai, and they are so much concerned with the proof of human. As AI advances, I have a little issue with WorldCoin. I don't want to talk about WorldCoin. So as AI advances, we need to prove humanity, and the Human Protocol is doing something about that. We had an hackathon with Cello. I just mentioned that. We have an hackathon presently with Gnosis Chain. We have an hackathon coming up with Concordium and a lot of protocols. So the reason is to enable developers and hackers to build this project and stand a chance to work with the biggest name. And most importantly, receive fast and secure payment in stable coins by just connecting your wallet to our platform. So thank you very much for your time. I so much appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'm Emmanuel. Peace out.